Okay, so you have reviewed and made any updates needed to employees' time entries and tip amounts in Toast Web, and you are ready to get them approved and imported into Payroll. Amazing. And let's get prepared to run another payroll.
This video will cover reviewing and approving timesheets in Toast Payroll, previewing and submitting your payrolls, and payroll debit date reminders. Let's get started.
To start, from your Toast Payroll homepage or dashboard, select View Timesheets. Then select the All drop-down menu and the payroll date you need to process. If you have multiple locations, you can filter for a specific location and the location drop-down as well. While you should have already reviewed and made any necessary updates to employees' time entries in Toast Web, you can review employees' total hours, the pay period, as well as their tip amount on this page. Please note that timesheets cannot be edited in Toast Payroll. If you need to make changes to an employee's time, this must be done in Toast Web. Next, we will approve our timesheets by selecting the checkbox next to the last name field. Select all employees, or if you need to approve timesheets for individual employees only, you can just select the box to the left of their name. Then select Approve All at the bottom of the page. This will approve your employees' timesheets in Toast Payroll and enable the next steps for processing. To continue, select Payroll from the left navigation rail, or select View Payroll from the tile on the main dashboard. Then select Preview under Upcoming Payrolls. You will be alerted if you still have unapproved timesheets. Next, review the information on the Preview Payroll step, including the amount of hours and tips that will be automatically imported into Payroll from the approved timesheets. This page will also display information such as the number of unapproved timesheets you still have, and the number of days it has been since the payroll system received tips from Tips Manager, if applicable. Assuming everything appears correctly in your review, select the blue Next button to progress to the next step of Payroll. Next, we will review employee earnings. It's on this step of Payroll that you can make any necessary one-time changes to the payroll. For example, adding one-time earnings like bonuses, deleting an earning or deduction from an employee's payroll record, adding or removing an employee from this payroll, reviewing any manual checks that you previously added to Payroll through the Quick Calc function. To do any of these, access the Employee Earnings page when processing payroll. Here, you will see a list of employees included in this payroll. Selecting the three-dot icon next to their name or entry will allow you to make these one-time changes to the current payroll you're running. With any final one-time adjustments made to employee earnings, you're ready to continue to your review and submit step, where you will need to confirm payroll is accurate before you submit. Review the on-screen details for helpful information, including, are the number of employees on payroll in line with my expectations? Are the number of hours on the payroll in line with my expectations? Are the total payroll expenses in line with my expectations? Are all tips present, if applicable? Is anyone receiving tip makeup? Which means adding additional earnings in order to bring an employee up to the minimum wage. It is an automated earning code that appears once payroll is calculated to ensure that all employees' pay meet minimum wage requirements for their hours worked. And finally, have any one-off adjustments I need on this payroll been entered and reviewed? You can use the Reports section to dig a bit deeper into your data for any of these questions. Allow us to quickly highlight a couple reports that are crucial to review before submitting payroll. Your payroll summary report is a breakdown of the total payroll costs, which is the amount your bank account will be debited for payroll. Note, this amount will also display at the top of the review page under Estimated Withdrawal. Your payroll exception report calls out important audit points, such as indicating any active employees not being paid, any terminated employees who are being paid, and any employees who are receiving tip makeup to bring them up to minimum wage. If you identify that you have changes that need to be made to your payroll before submitting, select the previous button at the top of the screen to make those edits. Otherwise, once you have confirmed payroll is accurate, it's time to submit it. Select the Submit Payroll button at the top of your screen. Once a payroll is submitted, there is no way to pause or cancel it, so be sure you're processing payroll correctly the first time around. All right, let's close out with a few reminders or callouts on debit dates. Toast Payroll automatically performs an ACH sweep of all payroll files at 4:20 p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday. The payroll debit date will be 1 business day after the submitted payroll has swept. The tax debit date will be 1 business day prior to the check date. Use the payroll withdrawal receipt or the payroll summary report to know how much you will be debited for your payroll. If you don't have enough funds in your account when Toast tries to debit you for the payroll costs, it could prevent you from posting future payrolls in Toast Payroll, if not addressed in a timely manner. Okay, that wraps up this video. Congrats on another successful payroll with Toast.